Councilmember Hoyer.
Here.
Thank you, Mayor. I'd like to welcome everyone to tonight's meeting. The first item will be item 4, approval of the minutes of the March 18, 2019 regular city council meeting.
Mayor, I make a motion that we approve the minutes as written for the March 18th, 2019 city council meeting.
Second.
We have a motion and a second for the approval of the minutes dating March 18, 2019. Are there any questions or comments over the minutes? Mayor votes aye. Councilmember Baden?
Aye.
Councilmember Warren?
Aye.
Councilmember Hoyer? Mayor Pro Tem Tice?
Aye.
For the approval of the minutes is written for March 18, 2019. Item 5 will be presentation of proclamations designating the week of April 7th through the 13th, 2019 as National Crime Victims' Rights Week and Sexual Assault Awareness Week in the city of Groves. This is Ms. Carmen Vega.
It's gonna be me, Mr.
Yeah.
Graver.
You want me to come on up here?
Yeah.
Okay. How are you?
Which one did you have?
I'm gonna go ahead and accept both of them.
Okay, you want to do both of them?
Yes.
So the first proclamation will be the Sexual Assault Awareness Week. I ask for consent proclamation, whereas National Sexual Assault Awareness Month calls attention to the fact that sexual violence is widespread and impacts every person in the community. And whereas rape, sexual assault, and sexual harassment can leave a negative impact on any person regardless of age, national origin, race, creed, religion, sexual orientation, immigration, or economic status. And whereas in the average year, more than 10 million women and men are physically abused by an intimate partner in the United States and across the world, and 1 in 15 children are exposed to the violence, and 90% are eyewitnesses. And whereas it is estimated that 325,000 children per year are currently at the risk of becoming victims of child abuse, human trafficking, and commercial child sexual exploitation. Only 12% of child abuse is ever reported to the authorities. And whereas health care providers, community leaders, faith organizations, educators, and businesses can network and provide victim services as a safer plan, support and healing, and access to justice. And whereas the Rape and Suicide Crisis of Southeast Texas, Inc. is hereby dedicated to strengthening victims, serving our communities, and working to ensure resiliency for all victims and survivors. Now therefore, I, Brad P. Bailey, Mayor of the City of Groves, do hereby proclaim the week of April 7th through the 13th, 2019 as Sexual Awareness Week. National Crime Victims' Rights Week, April 7th through 13th of 2019, honoring our past, creating hope for the future proclamation. Whereas crime can leave a lasting negative impact on any person, regardless of age, national origin, race, creed, religion, gender, sexual orientation, immigration, or economic status. And whereas honoring the crime victims' rights with fairness, dignity, and respect, working in collaboration and meeting their needs, they can rely on the criminal justice system along with the support of social service systems. And whereas the healthcare providers, community leaders, faith organizations, educators, and businesses can network and provide victim services of a safer plan to support in healing and access to justice. Whereas National Crime Victims' Rights Week provides an opportunity to recommit to advocating for all crime victims and provide appropriate accessibility to services in the aftermath of a crime. Whereas Jefferson County's Victims Assistance Center is hereby dedicated to strengthening victims and survivors and serving our communities. Now therefore, I, Brad P. Bailey, as Mayor of the City of Groves, do hereby proclaim the week of April 7th through 13th, 2019 as Crime Victims' Rights Week in the City of Groves, and join Jefferson County's Victims Assistance Center and partnering agencies across the county in combating crimes against victims, ensuring that the criminal justice system responds to and assists all victims of crime throughout the year, and to express our sincere gratitude and appreciation for those community members, victim service providers, and criminal justice professionals who are committed to supporting victims of crime so they find the support and healing and justice.
Thank you very much. So, yeah, I'm Misty Craver. I'm the, with Jefferson County Victims Assistance Center. A lot of you have seen me here, year after year. Carmen Vega is actually over at the Crisis Center. She had also, done a proclamation for Sexual Assault Awareness Month and asked me to accept that this evening. She's one of our, or that agency rather, is one of the members of our Coalition for Victims of Crime. We've got other representatives here from, agencies like, Child Protective Services or DFPS, you know, it's all about all the agencies in Jefferson County who work with victims of crime coming together to make sure that we are in fact honoring our past and creating hope for the future, and that's what our theme is this year. Is focusing on not just, you know, past victims and making sure that we recognize the pain and healing that they're still going through, but also connecting new victims with services available, making sure that they're aware of what agencies and representatives, the very coordinated effort of services that we have in Jefferson County to service victims of crime. As always, we appreciate the support of the city of Groves, your law enforcement agency, your city. Y'all are always open to us, always sending victims of crime over to our agency, and we just really appreciate, you know, y'all's help in this community effort. So thank y'all very much. I'm gonna leave this here. This is for our Candlelight Vigil, which is next week on April the 11th, during the actual week of Crime Victims' Rights Week. You can put it up somewhere, let your law enforcement officers know, and I'll leave that here for y'all. Okay? Thank you very much.
Yeah, good evening.
Appreciate it.
Are there any citizens, comments or reports? State your name.
Oscar Proenza, 6659 Plaza, Grove, Texas. This is mainly a safety deal. I don't even know if it's the right people go to. Off of Hoggaboom on Saturdays, the soccer fields. Man, somebody can get hurt or ran over there. We had games there Saturday and traffic was coming from all kinds of directions. No kind of, policeman there directing traffic. I've seen people dropping off kids way down Twin City Highway, running down the street. Cars are coming this way, somebody's gonna get ran over. Is there any way to, get some kind of, security out there or something?
They used to have the
They
count.
used to have it.
Yeah, and it was one way in and one way out.
Right.
Schedule
Yeah,
and
find
give it
out.
to the marshals.
But it was from Twin City Highway to turn off, it's 20 minutes. They got traffic coming this way, they got coming from the other side of Twin City.
The sheriff's department,
Yeah,
down there on Saturdays too.
Yeah.
And nobody was there.
Yeah.
And I've seen two carloads of kids, they were dropping them off, they're running late to get to the game, running down Hoggaboom, and traffic's coming this way.
That's mom and daddy's fault right there.
Well, we don't want no kids to get hurt,
I don't
Yeah,
either.
you know, and like he's saying, they used to have somebody.
yeah.
down
Yeah, they used to.
We used to have
Last year.
sheriff, Groves, Port Arthur, and, highway department out there on Saturdays.
there. Yeah.
Sure did. I mean, the highway department just shut down the traffic one way.
Well, you know, before somebody gets hurt, they'll look there. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Item 6A, Mr. Brooks will receive the fiscal year end 2018. What's that?
You're right, I'm sorry, my bad.
Lamar, if you want to introduce Mr. Brooks, receive our fiscal year end 2018.
Sure.
Annual financial report from the city auditor.
Mayor, council, Mr. Mike Brooks with Brooks Watson is the city auditor, and he is here to present a draft audit to the city. We're waiting for a couple more questionnaires to come back before we can finalize it. But